What's up guys, Dreadhead Skater here, back with another tutorial. In the last video, I asked you guys if you wanted me to do nothing but tutorials for Friday videos. On Mondays, I'll do different stuff, different ideas. But on Friday, this month, I asked if you guys wanted me to do nothing but tutorials. And y'all said yes, y'all said that there were tricks that you guys wanted me to do a tutorial on. And I'm down to do them. So today we got a tray flip tutorial. So I'm gonna head outside and do a tutorial on tray flips. But first, I got a package from one of my homies who's starting up a company. Last time he hooked me up with a package, but this time I decided I wanted to support him directly. So I actually bought this hoodie with my own money because it's just a really good thing to support small businesses and always support your friends if they're trying to do something. I will always stand by supporting your friends because more than likely they're going to support you when you need their support. So I ordered this hoodie and I'm going to unbox it in this video for you. Alright, so it's nice and easy to open. Okay, this actually looks fire. Ooh, it's embroidered too. Ooh, and he hooked it up with the stickers. So the name of the company is Cold, as you can see right here. Cold. And oh my goodness, I never get white hoodies. This is my first white hoodie in a while. I have a white crew neck, but oh, this looks so nice. And it's embroidered. So looks really nice. Oh, the drawstrings. Looks really good, bro. I'm really hyped on this. You guys will definitely catch me rocking this because this is just so tough. And then we also got the stickers. I highly suggest that y'all go support Cold. I think what they're doing is really cool and I mess with all the graphics so far. And I just believe in supporting smaller businesses, so I'm gonna always do that. Definitely go follow them on Instagram at cold.atl. I will also leave the link to their website in the description. So if y'all want to cop anything, highly suggest it. They got these hoodies and they got some shirts out right now. And I'm going to rock this for the rest of the video, so I'm going to throw this on right now. Hey, and also support I'm Fine, because they're the homies too. I'll be leaving the link to their website in the description also. They have a bunch of cool stuff. I definitely recommend checking out both of them. Check it out, see if there's anything that y'all really mess with, and if you do, definitely try to cop some. But now let's get right into the tips. Alright, so first things first, as I do with all these tutorials, I'm going to start it off with some examples. So let's get into those real quick. Alright, so now that I've shown you a few examples, I'm going to get into actually explaining the trick. First thing first, for any more advanced trick, any trick past kick flip, heel flip, all of those, is you want to be comfortable with those basic tricks and you want to be comfortable on the board overall. But now I'm going to show you the foot setup that I have for this trick. So when I do this trick, I want my foot more in the middle of the board, not too high, not too low, about right there in the center of the board is the best bet for me. Directly in the middle, both from the nose and the tail and from side to side of the board. And for your back foot, you want your toes to literally be able to curl around the edge of the board. So if you were to bend your toes down, you should be able to feel the end of the board. And I like to have my foot kind of higher on the tail. Some people have it in the pocket. But I think when you're first learning this trick, to have it on the tail really helps. So I recommend for first learning this trick, having your toes where you can feel them around the edge of the board and hanging off the top. Maybe the middle top, like not directly up here, but kind of like in the middle of the tail. I feel like that's the best place to have your feet. So once you have your foot set up nice and comfortable, you can adjust from here. I would say that this is a good starting point, but you can move your front foot either up if you need to. I wouldn't recommend moving it too much further back because then you'll be popping like this, and that's a trick in itself. So don't make it much harder for you, but having it a little bit further back kind of does help. I think the trick works better when you have your foot back here because you really don't want to flick off this corner. To me, that messes the trick up completely and it won't rotate at all. So I really like to get my front foot out the way right here. But let me explain what the front foot is supposed to do. So your front foot's really just trying to get out the way. You do flick a little bit though. So you want to flick just a little bit right here. Literally, you're going to flick that much, and that's all it'll need to get it to rotate. The trick is really all in the back foot. So if I were to throw this trick, you'll see how the back foot does so much and the front foot does very little. So now that we got the front foot done and out of the way, we know all it needs to do is do a little bit of flick right there, and it's good. That's all it needs to do. For the most part, just get it out the way. Now the back foot is where everything really matters. The back foot, you just want to be able to scoop it really hard. The way I thought about it when I was first learning this trick, you want to think about it, if you've ever seen like soccer or watch soccer or know anything about soccer, there's this thing called a back heel kick where you just kick the ball like that. And that's really what got me to really understand. You don't really want to swing your leg, but you want to be able to kick your back foot back like that. And using your back foot to just kick back with all its power really is what gets the board to rotate. So the front foot really does have a second purpose, but it's after the board has fully rotated. You want to be able to catch the trick with your front foot. So once you see the board coming around, you see the grip tape up, you want to just be able to catch it and plant both feet. Once it hits your front foot, you want to come down with the back foot, and then you'll be able to land. Common problems I see with this trick is this. No, don't do that, because you won't be able to scoop at all if you do it this way. I think there are people who do it like this, but it just doesn't work. It won't flip for me. You really want to have your toes hanging off so you can really get that full scoop. You really want to feel your toes really like wrapping around right there. Another common problem I see is people trying to do this all with their front foot, and it turns out looking like that. It's more like a varial flip. It's not going to fully rotate. So you really want to focus on your back foot. Your front foot can't do it all on its own. The back foot is really, really needed to get the board to fully rotate and to keep rolling forward. Because another common problem I see is people do like this weird tray flip. They land and then they just roll backwards, which is how my first tray flips looked. They would start off rolling forward, do their tray flip, and then somehow end up rolling backwards. And if you're having that problem, it's because you're not scooping correctly. You're probably using your front foot too much, which is how I did it when I first started learning tray flips. I would use like only my front foot, and my back foot would be like, and I kind of blame that on varial flips, because I thought of a tray flip like a varial flip. You're supposed to press down. That's how I first started doing tray flips. But when you really start getting into them and really learning them, you'll learn that it's all in the back foot. You can't do it like this. Another thing that helped my tray flips out was actually leaning back a little bit. You don't want to lean back too much, but just the slightest bit leaning back on this leg a little bit more than the front foot, that'll really help you out a lot. I can't tray flip leaning on this foot because it'll just make me go backwards. I need to tray flip leaning back a little bit and sitting forward. And basically what I mean by sitting forward is like this. I want my body to be over the board more like this and less like that. So sit over the board and lean back, and then you'll have your tray flip. That'll really help you out, I promise. When you learn this trick, it's much easier to learn this trick while rolling. Trust me. If you're trying to learn this with skater trainers, it's not going to help you at all. You're just going to have to boss up and just do it rolling, because it'll really help having some momentum moving forward. Because look, this is me trying to do one still. You see, it's not fully rotating. Now I'm going to roll off. See how it was much more controlled, much easier. It just really helps to be able to be rolling when you learn this trick. Another common issue I see is people think that scooping means putting pressure in the pocket. That is going to mess you up so much. Do not try to go like that, because it will not help you at all. You need to scoop, not pressure. Think of it more as going back and not into the pocket. I hope that makes sense. Also, don't think of it as popping down. Because popping down, it's not going to rotate fully. You really have to think of it as popping backwards, which is like no other trick, but this isn't like any other trick, so... Well, that was unexpected. So I really did not plan on learning Nollie trays today, but I just followed my steps to learning tray flips, and I literally learned Nollie trays. Like, that's a trick I haven't done before. Or I've done it once, but that was before I started skating again, back like a few years ago. But I did not expect to even do that. I literally just did what I said in the tutorial, and it worked. So I'm hyped on that. I'm so hyped on that. And I guess there's no better way to test what you tell other people than to try it yourself. So if that doesn't prove what I said works, then I don't know what will. But some other tips I left out when I was filming outside was it helps to jump forward when you do the tray flip because the board's going to go a little bit in front of you. Not too far forward, but just a little bit because it will go a little bit in front of you. And two, it helps to do it off of something going parallel with it. But I don't recommend this because in the long run, it kind of messes up your tray flips because you think you can use less power than you actually need to scoop it. So yeah, it'll help you in the case that you'll know what flicking it and landing it feels like. But in the long run, it'll mess you up because you need to scoop much harder than you would if you're doing it off of something. So I say learn it on flat first, then take it off of something. But those are all the tips I have for tray flips. If you guys need any additional tips, feel free to DM me on Instagram at dreadhead_skater. And shout out to my Instagram. Y'all should go follow it. Give me the 2K. I'm also trying to do a board giveaway at 5K on this channel. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. It would mean a lot. If you enjoyed this video or if this video helped you out, please leave a like. I post new videos every Monday, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace out.